Hey, what's up? It's Fuel Your Life Friday. Let's go. You know how I end every episode with every level of life is an opportunity to grow. I say it because I believe it full-heartedly, and I know that there's a reason for every season. I also know that sometimes we get a little stuck on autopilot and we need to shift. But sometimes that shift is a struggle. The thing is, small action steps, they act as a catalyst, and it all starts with putting one foot in front of the other. This week, I thought I would share 5 ways to jumpstart your personal growth. Let's just go ahead and get right on into them with number 1, declutter. I am not just talking about your physical surroundings, I'm also talking about your digital space. Now, the visual distraction of clutter actually increases cognitive overload and it can reduce our working memory. So just imagine how much information your brain already processes. Then add a bunch of clutter to it and boom, overload. I took decluttering to a whole new level last weekend. We began to really pack our house after 9 years of living here. I was really just floored of how much pointless crap I had. And it was all hidden. It wasn't out in the open. It was like in drawers and cabinets, out of sight, but it's still clutter. And releasing so much of it and reorganizing it has made me physically feel better. I also have an incredibly organized phone. My apps are arranged by color and they're in folders that are color coordinated. It's a thing. I'm not even kidding. My friends kind of make fun of me. I'll share a picture, but that's how my mind likes to process it. And it's very easy for me to know where every single app is. And when I look at my phone, I'm not stressed. Okay, number 2, meditate. Now, I'm not going to front. Meditation is something that used to make me nervous. Just the thought of it. I didn't know how to be silent, and I definitely didn't know what to do to get started. My sister recently received guidance that she needed to meditate more, and her first question to me was, where do I start? So if you're new to meditating, just start with guided meditation. The Calm app is a great app to start with so many free meditations. YouTube's also a great resource. I found that for me, the voice is everything with a guided meditation. Some people's voices may resonate with you more than others. Just find one that you like and flow with it. I prefer to lay down and meditate, but you can certainly sit up as well. All right, number 3 is straight up self-awareness. The moment that you go down this self-awareness rabbit hole, it is hard as hell to turn back. Self-awareness can come through journaling. That's just one easy way. But as you know, that I've had so many aha moments of self-awareness through various tools such as astrology, numerology, human design, and even Myers-Briggs. I recently had a Vedic astrology reading done, and let me tell you, my mind was blown. The astrologer told me a lot of things about myself that I had already known, but for the first time in a really long time, that inner part of me, that inner self that only you really know, I felt seen. It was like this total stranger was seeing an inside piece of me that others don't see from my outside shell. And it was so incredibly validating to just truly be at peace with, that's who you are. That's how you're built. And the heavens did a perfect job with you. You perfectly imperfect little human. So if you'd like to be hooked up with my astrologer, just shoot me a message. I'll put you in contact. But if you would like a numerology report, which I have found numerology and astrology go hand in hand. They're like sisters. They just dance together. Head over to spiritually-seeking.com to order yours. Next, implement more intentional habits. Intentional habits are, of course, also mindful habits. An intentional habit can be anything from implementing a daily yoga flow to move your body, to adding flossing to your dental routine. You could even try out a challenge. Those 7-day, 10-day, 21-day, whatever challenges that various experts and businesses provide? Do one of those. I've done a 21-day booty challenge to increase my gluteus maximus. I've also done a 7-day feng shui challenge with our former guest, Patricia Lohan, to cleanse my space and just bring better energy to my home. I also really love a good journaling challenge as well. There are so many things that are truly easy to implement to help you get more intentional. So just think about what you need more of in your life, make a list, and then get intentional about it and start taking action. And last, but certainly not least, expand your mind. I'd like to think that you're already doing this by tuning into this podcast, but as we know, learning is not limited to one source. But speaking of sources and learning, there are so many amazing, free, valuable resources out there. Nearly every podcast guest that I've had has a free offering on their website. You can start learning for free. There's also valuable information through documentaries, books, and even YouTube channels. Expanding your mind is a fundamental part of life mastery, but a crucial part of expanding your mind is having an open mind. Be open to changing your viewpoints. Know which beliefs you're married to and which beliefs, that you can change, and they may be limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Just stay open so you're able to fully receive. I know that if you focus on those 5 areas of growth, or heck, just focus on one for now, you will begin to see and feel noticeable shifts within your life. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend, and be sure to give the podcast a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or wherever it is that you tune in and turn it up. I'll see you back here next week for another episode, but until then, remember, every level of life is an opportunity to grow. Be well, my friend.